We're expecting a shootout with this matchup, RJ. These are two teams that can score with the best of them.
Yeah, each side are going to have their hands full on defense. Look, both sides need to bring the intensity to try and disrupt the offensive flow any way they can.
And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Towns can't get it to go.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Left side, Morant. Back to Brooks. Fires from deep. No good that time. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Pass to Prince, all alone. And it's Bane with the rebound. About a minute played here so far in the first.
Last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Bane. Clock at 6. Outside for Morant. He drops it from range. Morant's got 5 points.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Edwards against Bane. Pass to Gobert. Here's Prince. Lets the 3 fly. The 3 connects from downtown.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's Bane. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Kicks it out to Jackson. The 3 is up. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
And that one falls for Gobert.
A defensive stalwart. Gobert knows this team expects him to be their anchor as well as rebound the rock.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Jackson, pass to Adams. Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Outside Russell. Here's Prince. Now here's Gobert. The layup misses.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. in Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Morant against Russell. Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches a 3. He buries it from 3. And the Jacksons, just the latest father-son NBA duo. Lots of great ones there, Fred.
So true, B.A. The Curry family might be the best ever. The Berries, including our own colleague Brent. The Thompsons with Clay in the league currently. Just some incredible NBA families to admire.
Brooks finds Jackson. The 3. Rebound Minnesota. And Edwards, here we go. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. From outside, off the mark.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks for rain. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. Brooks, the pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Towns with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Here's Prince. Pass to Edwards. Towns with the ball. The kick out to Edwards. Again, the miss by Edwards. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Morant, pass to Jackson. Can't get it to drop. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Prince. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Here's Edwards. There's the drive. Oh, the swat by Adams. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Outside Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 7.
Closer in look. Let me just tell you, Morant, he's going to find a way to score. He just has such a fantastic touch around the rim.
Russell against Morant. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Keeps it alive. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
Memphis leading. Now Morant. He has 7. To the wing, right side. Fires for 3. Offensive board. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And on the offensive end, this is how Adams hurts you. You have to be aware of where he is at all times.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell. Here's Prince. 6 on the shot clock. Towns for 3. Ja Morant grabs a miss.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Gobert's got 5.
And for Gobert, his offense continues to catch up with the elite defense. He's becoming a legitimate two-way threat.
Bain with it. Towns covering. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Slams it down with two hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Jackson outside. Back to Bain. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Brooks outside. Back to Jackson. Down low. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
And about Brooks, becoming a staple in the middle of this lineup, Richard.
Plays the 2 and 3 positions on the floor and scores it really well. But most importantly, he's out there for his defensive effort and intensity. He is a versatile player that any team would love to have.
And here's Edwards outside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And it's slammed in by Adams.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
To stop the run, Edwards. Can't get that one to go. And now just 3 of 10 shooting. Now here's Morant. Shoots.
When you're trying to score the ball, the last...
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 13. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Jalen Noel. Kyle Anderson is out there with Naz Reid. Then there's McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in at the 1. Here's Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Anderson. And it's Tillman with a rebound.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
Banked it in off the glass. Tillman's got his first bucket in this one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Anderson can't get it to go. And Memphis shooting about 60% for the game. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Pass to Green. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jones. Beyond the arc. Pure from 3-point range. Konchar's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind its star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. There's the three. Rebound, Minnesota. They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit. And they've won the battle on the board so far, and the scoreboard reflects that.
They set a physical tone early on, and they're being rewarded for their efforts.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. A three ball. Oh, they get a hand on it. The Timberwolves have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Anderson for 3. And they get it back. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Anderson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Jones, the pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Back to Jones. Pass to Conchar. Let's go with a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Conchar's got 6 points in the quarter.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Out left to the wing. Anderson inside. And here's Reed. Back to Anderson from behind the arc. Conchar pulls it in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reed. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Memphis has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. 4-3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. 35 seconds left in the third. Back to Noel. And it's all from three-point range for Memphis. They've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Conchar. And the three-pointer goes. Conchar's got 9 points.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
Timberwolves foul. Jordan the ball. First personal foul. At the line
And he makes the first.
John Conchar. Taking 2 shots.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. To the inside. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. That'll count. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end the third quarter, a double.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Well, Memphis shooting has been good. 54% in this one. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Pass to Prince. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 4 rebounds in the game. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now here's Adams. Back to Jackson. Outside for Morant. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Towns with the ball. Jackson in his pocket. And stolen by Morant. Jackson outside. Tries to keep it alive. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Minnesota shooting only 29% in this one. Not great. Russell against Morant. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
3 points.
Russell's got 3 assists now in this one. The Grizzlies have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Jackson with it. Left side Bane. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Towns for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. From the arc. And it's Morant missing.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. And so it's Memphis with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Towns against Jackson. And there's the drive. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
Pass to Prince. Russell a screen on Brooks. Here's Towns. Outside for Russell. Now Gobert. Oh, Adams with the block. And he's able to get it back. Towns finds Russell. Back to Towns. Outside Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Towns with the ball. Defended by Jackson. They shoot again. From 15 feet away. The shot by Towns. No good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. From deep. Minnesota with a rebound. Russell up top. Pounded by Morant. Edwards for 3. Is rebounded by Memphis. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Grizzlies.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And we get spoiled sometimes, but we should take a second to appreciate what a sensational performance this has been for Ja Morant.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Minnesota has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Towns for 3, hits a 3-pointer.
Ah, the versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Morant against Russell. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. For 3. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. 23 seconds left in the 4th. To the paint. Stolen by Bane. And here's Morant. Jackson outside. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. Here's Gobert. Misses there. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. A clean win. And what
time for the NBA. Well, Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the one. Now Morant, after Robert Covington missed from long range. And Morant throws it down.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Jackson kicks to Leonard. Jackson passes to Leonard. Shoots it up. They get it back. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Now, here's Bain. Out to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Passes to Brooks. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
So it's the Grizzlies now, after the basket by Los Angeles. Bain passes to Morant. It's Jackson atop the key. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Jackson. And here is Bain. Jackson down low, defended by Covington. Here's Bain. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. Covington in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Leonard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest.
Now here's Morant. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Shrewd decision on the shot by Morant. Goes into the defender to make sure he gets fouled.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time.
I'll tell you, he doesn't give points away. Excellent job from the line.
Jackson finds George. Leonard with the ball. Now defended by Bain. The shot by George, no good. And so it's Bain who brings up the ball for Memphis. They trail by 1. Morant outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the dunk by Jackson.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. Got it. Good job in the low post. Morant's got 6.
Love the recognition. Realizes that one is all him.
Sometimes that's the call. You want to be unselfish, but even more so, you want to be effective.
Now, here is George. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet, and it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul. There's 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's Leonard driving in, and it's Leonard with the jam.
I'll tell you what, when Kawhi knifes his way to the rim, it's next level.
George against Bane. He dishes it to Adams. Shakes him. The rebound by Paul George.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
A three from Leonard. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here's Brooks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
What makes Dillon Brooks especially valuable to a team, he's a competitor who you can count on to produce in the clutch.
Covington dishes to Leonard. Back to Covington. The tray. The shot, no good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies. Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Jackson in at the point guard. George against Bane. George passes to Jackson. Back to George. Takes a three. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. Memphis leading by 6. Morant dishes to Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
I just love the way Jaren finishes inside with either hand. The defense can't really take everything away.
And here's Covington from the arc. That shot, no good. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Bane passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. Jackson up top, guarded by Morant. Outside for George. Shot clock at 2. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Grizzlies have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Jackson against Morant. Brooks dishes to Jackson. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day great falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Morant against Jackson. 6 to shoot. Outside for Jackson. Well, good with the triple. Clippers trail by 10. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Leonard, the pass to Zubac.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Out to Brooks, to the middle. Bane. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bain's got the lead up to 10 now for the Grizzlies. Dillon Brooks seems like a very spirited player, but he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader, whether that's game time or practice. Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
And the foul call in Kawhi Leonard. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:52 left to play here in the half. Morant kicks to Bain. Out to Brooks. From downtown, it's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in this game. Kicks it out to Covington. Pass to Jackson. Back to Covington. Clippers moving the ball around. 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by Adams. Memphis leading by 10. Bain passes to Jackson. Now here's Morant for 3. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Leonard finds Jackson. Back to Leonard. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Morant outside. Jackson trying to break free. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Leonard kicks to Covington. And there's the pass to Zubac. It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. Takes the 3. The shot by George, no good. Morant outside from past the arc. No good there. And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Okay, David, much appreciated.
The Clippers 13.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
We've got Green, and it's Aldama in at the power forward. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. A shot by Batum, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. Conchar, the pass to Aldama. And he dunks it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
Powell, the pass to Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
Passes it to Aldama. Outside, Green. Here's Aldama. Pass to Tillman. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Clippers trail by 10. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Wall dishes to Batum, and it's good for 2.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Pass to Tillman. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Back to Jones. And he lays it straight in. And the Grizzlies lead by 10.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Wall against Jones. Wall's shot is off. The Grizzlies shooting 65%. An outstanding offensive display from them. Conchar, the pass to Aldama. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Wall taking his time here. Back to Morris. There's the pass to Wall. Into the lane. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
And on the drive, Wall can be so sudden, striking before the defense gets a chance to load.
Powell with the steal. Morris inside. Outside for Batum. Back to Morris. Wall dishes to Morris. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's Wall with the drive. Morris finds Wall. Now here's Powell. Shot clock at 3. Batum with the 3. Tillman grabs the miss. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard in his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Wall passes to Batum, and the dunk by Batum.
All right, Batum still has some hops left in those legs.
Passes it to Tillman. We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Offensive rebound. And so Powell will bring it up for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. Wall's shot is good.
Nicholas Batum making the resourceful play, gifting the ball to a ready shooter instead of forcing something.
Wall against Jones. Out to the wing. Conchar, the pass to Tillman. Here's Aldama. Covered by Morris. Aldama can't hit. Kicks to Green. Pass to Aldama. Tries again. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Grizzlies shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Adams, he's checked in for Tillman. Dylan Brooks comes in for Green. Baines checked in for John Conchar. And it's Morant in for Jones.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Here's Morant. Here's Adams. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Grizzlies out in front, up by 8. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Morant against Jackson. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Like a gazelle cruising down the court, Kawhi's difficult to stay with in transition.
Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
It sends a message that we're going to be aggressive no matter who's taking the shot.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
And I love the play call. This is where you get the ball into the hands of your closers, where they can do something with it.
And it's Morant missing.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Beautiful dime from Covington. He doesn't hesitate to share the ball.
Jackson against Morant. Not loose. Brooks kicks to Bain. Inside. Morant banked in off the glass. And that's 15 points for John Morant.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
Jackson passes to Covington. Back to Jackson. Outside Covington. George with the ball. Now defended by Bain. Kicks it out to Leonard. Jackson passes to Leonard. Another shot. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Brooks. Bain finds Jackson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Beyond the arc. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And now a 7-point Memphis lead. Outside Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Wants to get it to Zubac. And does. And the dunk by Zubac.
Great vision on that pass. Kawhi moving it to the open teammate.
Morant surveying the D. There's 1:47 left in the fourth quarter. Misses from short range. Clippers trail by 5. Outside Covington. Leonard on the wing. Outside Jackson. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Morant with the steal. Here's Adams. Out to Brooks. Jackson has the open look. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
There's the flexibility of Jaren at the offensive end. He can post, he can put it on the floor, or he can just catch and fire.
Feeds it to George. And he converts the layup.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
Memphis has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Up top, Morant. Guarded by Jackson. 5 on the clock. Bain kicks to Morant. This one for 3. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the play.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
And it's George finishing it off.
That's the leadership they're looking for from Jackson. Staying patient, surveying the court, locates the open man.
Morant outside. This is to Brooks. From deep three-point range. So it's Memphis picking up the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
NBA on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill. And we've got a pair of teams here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Jackson in at the one. Pass to Zubac. Back to Covington. Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. Just 5 to shoot. Leonard passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
While he is deliberate, Kawhi Leonard reads the defense and knows when and where to put a pass. That was beautifully done.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league. But boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Russell against Jackson. Leonard on the wing. Out to Covington. 4 on the clock. Back to Leonard. The three is up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that Stars avoided.
They were, BA, but I think that started to change back in 2011, the trade of CP3 to the Clippers. It started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Here's Towns, and it's powered home by Towns.
Well, you can see that Taurean Prince, with his length and anticipation, can create turnovers. Off to the races they go.
Here's Jackson into the lane. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Here's Towns, and it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. John Wall, he's checked in for the Clippers. Towns has got a perfect 3 for 3 so far. Wall against Russell. George outside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Paul George, one of those players the media appreciates because he doesn't give you pat answers. When you ask him a question, he is thoughtful and is honest.
Kicks it to George. Pass to Covington. Outside Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Don't allow John Wall to get that kind of space at the rim. The vertical is pure.
Here's Edwards. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Outside Wall. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Well, John Wall's teammates always encourage him to score on the interior. You can see the results right there.
Outside Edwards. It's stolen by Wall. Outside Covington. Pass to George. 1:11 left to play in the first. Leonard for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go.
No hesitation from Kawhi right there. The ball is delivered. He's ready to shoot it.
Up top Edwards. George defending. Hangs in the air. And it's laid in by Towns. Towns has got 10 points in the game.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
Pass to George. Back to Wall. Leonard outside. Fast break, Minnesota. And here's Russell. Back to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Towns with the ball. Shot clock at 5. Shot from the wing. The shot by Russell, no good.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
It's Edwards on the wing. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns from Minnesota. He put together 10 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. It's stolen.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Pass to Edwards. This one for three. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Edwards, such an explosive scorer. You don't want to concede that three-point shot. Boy, that's going to make him feel good.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
Out to Covington, to the left side wing. Another steal! Outside Edwards. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Towns passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Wall, the pass to George. The kick out to Wall. For three, Covington. That shot off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Outside Edwards. Covington against Towns. Clock at 6. To the left wing. Russell to pass to Towns. Over Covington.
Well, the focus of Covington on the defensive end, long, athletic, dialed into his opponent, so good at contesting shots.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
Here's Wall. No good off the glass. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Prince. Leonard defending. Here's Gobert. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher. Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. It required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie. Doris, with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And B.A., at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either. Boy, when we talk about those elite two-way threats, Paul George's name is certainly high on everyone's list.
Russell finds Towns. Another miss by Minnesota. The Clippers trail. Inside. To the middle. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to stop Karl Anthony Towns when he's looking to score. He's got every trick at his arsenal.
Out to Covington. There's 57 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And Zubac with the basket on the assist by George.
As good a scorer as he is, we know that Paul George is not a ball stopper. Excellent decision right there.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. That shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. George outside. From downtown. Here's Zubac. That bucket makes him 3 for 5.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, the length and the size of Rudy Gobert, so problematic for defenses. Nothing they can do there but foul him.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. George against Edwards. Wall, the pass to Zubac. George outside. Takes the 3. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Marcus Morris out there with Nicholas Batum. And it's Powell in at the 3 spot. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but BA, those 2 together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
And finished off by Anderson.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Jackson outside. Pass to Morris. Back to Jackson. Kicks it out to Kennard. Morris outside. Oh, swiped away. Fast break, Minnesota. Anderson for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Kennard finds Powell. Here's Batum. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer, and that time sets up his teammate.
Here's Noel. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. To the inside. It's intercepted. Jackson outside. Got a piece of it. And now around 2 minutes going by in this half. Back to Anderson. Powell with a steal. To the paint. Here's Morris. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Something you can't deny about Marcus Morris. He is a passionate player.
On and off the court, this guy is highly competitive. He's a leader in the locker room. His playing style, to me, would fit with any organization. Smart and tough.
Up top, Jackson. Inside. Here's Batum. On the money with a shot from the left block. Batum's got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, pretty on-point pass there by Reggie Jackson.
Here's Noel, defended by Kennard. Noel, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Well, just tremendous composure on the interior. Read the defense, take advantage of the situation, and deliver.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. Morris has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Outside, Anderson. McDaniels up top. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
And Jackson, here we go. An easy 2 on the layup.
This is his sweet spot. Reggie Jackson, when he puts it on the deck, he is quite comfortable.
Here's Noel. 1:14 left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
That was just great work to battle through contact and will in the shot.
Defensive foul, Nicholas Batum. His first.
The Clippers have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Morris. Stolen. Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Kennard. No good on the 3. Minnesota in the lead. Stolen by Kennard. Morris down low. Reed defending. It's good. Morris has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, see, Marcus Morris has the physicality and the frame to be able to be a force on the offensive glass. That's nicely done.
Outside McDaniels. Back to Noel. Pass to McDaniels. Now here's Anderson. 6 to shoot. McDaniels inside. Working on Powell. McDaniels. That's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. Jackson outside. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Woohoo! The leaping ability of Norman Powell. Throw it down, sir.
Here's McLaughlin. Anderson for 3. And that's not gonna go. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their key to consistency has been... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Prince in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Leonard with the ball. Prince is there. George for 3. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Back to Leonard. Soft touch off the glass.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Wall against Russell. Pass to Prince. Back to Towns. Gobert against Zubac. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Russell against Wall. Takes a 3. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves. Prince drills it from deep. Prince has got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, just tremendous instincts from Prince. Feeling the defense, getting loose, getting into his catch-and-shoot game. Nicely done.
Here's Wall. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Covington against Towns. Here's Prince. Back to Towns. Pass to Russell. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Timberwolves lead by 9.
I'll tell you, D'Angelo Russell comfortable taking tough shots.
Leonard outside. And Gobert with a block. And stolen by Leonard. Back to Wall. Outside Covington. Back to Wall. George passes to Covington. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Down low. Back to Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Right wing. The 3 from Russell. Can't hit that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Leonard with the ball. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Towns. Back to Edwards. From outside the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Out to Covington. George, right side. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And the Timberwolves with possession. Towns passes to Gobert. Puts up a 3. Back to Towns. Fires the 3. Outside for Russell. Over to the wing. Back to Towns. Launches it. Rebound by the Clippers. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. It's George on the drive. Here's Covington. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
The Timberwolves shooting around 59%. They've been outstanding on the offensive end. Russell against Wall. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns can't get that one to fall. And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Mr. Covington under duress of the big moment, and he delivers. Yes, sir.
George against Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end...
Given how much these teams run, Clark, the bench play could be big.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, with how much these teams like to get up and down and push it, I think it's going to be one of those windshield wiper games. So a bunch of guys could get some action tonight.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1 spot. Here's Prince. Jams it in off the great move.
Town showing you his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock if his teammate has something a little better.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And there's the foul. And it's on Taurean Prince. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here are the Grizzlies now. Outside for Jackson.
Nice defense that time. The agility and length of Town, allowing him to clamp down on the shooting.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside, Towns. Outside, Edwards. Lock at 6. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul. About a minute played so far here in the first. Towns finds Gobert. Russell against Adams. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. In the corner, it's Bain. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Edwards. Feeds to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
I tell you what, he is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the basket.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Jackson down low, defended by Towns. They get the rebound, and Adams kicks to Bain. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game.
For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season,
An inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Rocket 2. And it's Towns missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Morant with a wide open look. A three-pointer, no good. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards dishes to Prince. Back to Edwards. He kicks it to Prince. They get it back.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Morant. Outside for Jackson. Three-pointer. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves leading by 3. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He told me defensively they have to stop dribble penetration, challenge the lobs at the basket, and generally make it difficult to get to the front of the rim. We don't want this to turn into a dunk fest because that will not end in their favor. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. Jackson, that's good.
And I like seeing Jackson use that length on the offensive glass. You don't have to be the most physical guy when you have a wingspan like that.
Now, here is Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Hands it from downtown.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Morant. Jacks up a 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Towns with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Knocks it loose. Russell passes to Prince. Outside, Towns. Edwards finds Towns. Shoots over Adams. And it's Towns missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Grant. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
High-effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
Both free throws good from Morant.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Edwards against Bain. Edwards kicks to Russell. The kick out to Towns. It could go. And that one released in time, but no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Minnesota on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back right. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, I've liked their assertiveness inside. They've been getting that way and playing that way the whole time, setting the tone right away that the inside area is their territory.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Edwards against Bain. Russell kicks to Prince. Gobert with a screen on Morant. And the rejection by Jackson. Bain passes to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Morant for 3. That one misses. So Minnesota will take it the other way. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the player. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
Towns down low, Brooks covering, and good that time. Towns has got his second bucket.
Excellent job by Towns to stick with it. He didn't let the defender get to him there.
Now here's Morant for three. Bangs home the trifecta.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Russell looking around. Edwards drives in, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Russell passes to Gobert. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson kicks to Adams. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Morant against Russell. And finished off by Morant.
And how about that display of athleticism by Morant, flying up in the air for the jam.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by Brooks. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. Outside, Russell. Down low. A jump hook. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Russell against Morant. The pass to Adams. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Adams has got the lead up to 1 now for Memphis. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Edwards against Spain. The kick out to Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Kept alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Morant dishes to Jackson. The three. And it's Morant missing.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Prince, the pass to Towns. Taken away. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
You love the energy and effort Morant provides, especially when he's on the break.
Edwards drives in. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Here's Morant. He's got 9. Adams right side. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11".
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Grizzlies lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
They've got Reed. McDaniels is out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's McLaughlin in at the point guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
You have to avoid fouls like that. As a defender, challenge the three-point shooter, but run by him, not into him.
And he's good on the second. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Jones, the pass to Tillman.
Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
There's the pick. Kicks it out to Jones. Pass to Concha. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves trail. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Anderson. To the left side wing. 6 on the shot clock. Noel passes to Anderson. It's Jones on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green, no luck.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Passes it to Reed. And down it goes, jamming that one home. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Jones, the pass to Tillman. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Noel. Out to the right wing. To the paint. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 1.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Here's Jones. The shot.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint. That end of the floor.
Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. There's the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Green, the pass to Concha. The pass to Tillman. They kick it out to Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Jones. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really on the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
1:11 left in the third quarter. McLaughlin, the pass to Noel. And here's Reed. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Tillman passes to Jones. It's hauled in by Noel. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's McLaughlin. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Aldama. Outside, Jones. Pass to Aldama. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Noel, and the call on the shot sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
It'll count. He doesn't hit that one. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. But Timberwolves. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. So on the 4 for Memphis. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Edwards inside, guarded by Bain, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Out to Morant. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
Towns finds Gobert. Gobert double teamed. It's Prince on the wing. Towns down low. Jackson on him. Out to Edwards. Clock is at 3. Second shot opportunity. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot? Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Morant against Russell. Jackson has the open look. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Adams against Edwards. The kick out to Towns. Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Brooks against Prince. Adams. And here is Bain. Back to Adams. Outside, Bain. Gobert with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards inside, guarded by Bain. And Adams sends it back. Morant outside. That one, no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Here's Edwards. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. Morant's got 4 rebounds now tonight, and the foul called on Edwards. That's his first foul. Memphis trailing here. Now here's Morant. Outside, Bain. He feeds it to Adams. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Here's Russell. And Adams sends it back. And it's Brooks in the corner. Bain finds Morant. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 1. And an important part of every team's game, I'll look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
How about the ball hockey defensively, moving their feet, anticipating, and then also coming up with steal.
No way to deny it. Coming down the stretch, Russell wants the ball in his hand. He wants to be the guy.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
He should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Minnesota shooting in this game 45%. Prince the pass to Towns. The dish to Russell. Back to Towns. Stolen by Jackson. Russell against Morant. Throws it down if the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot. And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Yes!
That's what I'm talking about right there. Game on the line. Towns lets nothing stand in his way.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Morant passes to Jackson. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Morant with it. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? You know, you misses at the strike, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
Stolen by Jackson and stolen by Russell. So a close game sees Memphis take it. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...
Bain and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the 1. And for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. And Grant, we've got two teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night. Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, BA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams, and stolen by Covington. Bain against George. Adams grabs the miss.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Jackson, the pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. And Jackson gets double-teamed. On the wing, Bain. Pass to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Jackson outside. 5 to shoot. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Oh, sweet move. And he lays it in.
Well, Adams with that kind of positioning so deep inside, he becomes a force down low.
Jackson, the pass to Covington. The Clippers rebound. Leonard on the wing. Buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now Morant. Crafty move. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
George, no good.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, BA. Well, I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
Now here's Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And here's Jackson. Leonard outside. Back to Jackson. Now here's Zubac. Adams covering. Covington finds George. And the jam by George.
That's why you want a guy like Paul George on the floor. Get him the ball. He has great clock awareness and no panic.
Morant with it. Outside Bain. And there's a whistle. That goes on Robert Covington. That's his first foul of the game.
Third team foul.
Here's Morant. And he makes it on the layup. Morant's got 6.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Jackson, the pass to Covington. Jackson against Morant. And stolen by Bane. And it's Morant off the drive. Tries again. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Adams with the ball. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Back to Jackson. Out to the right wing. Leonard outside. Misses the 3. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And here's Adams. Pass to Morant. Driving inside. Morant with the slam!
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's Jackson. Leonard finds Jackson. Out to Covington. It's George on the wing. Shoots over Morant. Here's Zubac. Doesn't go for him. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Brooks. Outside for Morant. Back to Jackson. Clock is at 3. Here's Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Well, this is what Steven Adams does. He finds his way into the paint for high percentage shots just like that.
Back to Jackson. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Grizzlies. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dylan Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Leonard on the tape.
That aggressive mindset of his, Leonard putting it on the floor and drawing contact.
That free throw no good.
At the line for LA, Kawhi Leonard.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now here's Brooks. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Leonard with the block.
And that's what you expect from one of the greatest defenders maybe this league has ever seen. Great play by Kawhi that time.
Jack's up a 3. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Oh, and Jackson with the block. 2 points. That one goes. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Morant. Pass to Bane. Back to Morant. Puts it up from 12. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Leonard. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got 7 rebounds in the game. Bane, the pass to Adams. Jackson outside. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Adams.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist really the key to that entire sequence.
Jackson, pass to Leonard. Dane against George. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Just a big man playing big. No way to stop it.
Memphis leading.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building.
Yes, sir! Wow! I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Jackson outside. Covington finds George. And there's a minute 45.
Wow, what a play.
Paul George dunk contest, and maybe a little over, but I love to see him get up.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Out to Leonard. Oh, Adams with the block.
Well, Steven Adams is very much capable of anchoring a defense right there in a great spot to get the block.
Brooks, the pass to Adams. Back to Brooks. Outside for Morant. And stolen by Covington. In transition, here come the Clippers. And he converts the layup. Covington's got 5 now.
And he'll eat up ground in a hurry. Covington running the lane and getting out on the break.
29 seconds left in the second. Morant against Jackson. Brooks outside. Lets it go from deep. Paul George pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Inside. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line. Pass to Aldama. And he drives in. Here's Conchar. Hits the trifecta. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. And so it's Memphis up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. More NBA on 2K Sports. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Marcus Morris out there with Nicholas Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then there's John Wall. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Well, the Grizzlies shooting 65%. Their offense has been on another level. Jones up top. Wall covering. Wall against Jones. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Green for 3. Batum pulls it in.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
And it's no surprise they want to get him the ball to start this half.
Jones against Wall. Outside Jones. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Aldama. Crosses over, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Brent at the center position, it does feel like we're seeing a re-emergence of the big man, the traditional 5.
Yeah, BA, I think it comes down to whether or not you have one or not. I mean, there are teams that just don't have the bruising big that can go down into the post and dominate possessions to slow things down and get to the paint. Other teams are electing to want to play faster and with more skill. So it comes down to how a team wants to set their roster up as to whether or not the traditional 5 is part of your action.
Wall against Jones. Here's Wall. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Kennard finds Powell. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Pass to Aldama. There's the triple. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Morris on the wing. To the middle. Uses the glass on the layup. Morris has gotten his first points in this one.
And it felt like Powell had the shot, but good job of feeding the open man.
Wall against Jones. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Outside for Green. Here's the 3. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Batum left side to the inside. Wall, the pass to Batum. Down low. Out to Powell. Launches the 3. And it's Tillman with a rebound. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Green in the post. Now covers. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Batum's shot is off. Memphis leading. Here's Conchar. Misses the layup. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Wall, no good. And the Grizzlies shooting has been good. Around 52% from the field. Pass to Tillman. Batum pulls it in. Batum's got 4 rebounds now. Wall, the pass to Batum. Not going to go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now Jones. Inside. Here's Tillman. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
And Wall, here we go. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Jones against Wall on the take. And it's Wall with the block. Here's Powell. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Grizzlies up by 7. And we're just moments away. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center spot. Jackson left side. Kicks it to George. And the foul on Jaren Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team.
Jackson finds Zubac. Stolen by Bain.
Wow, you watched the defender, and it looked like he knew that was coming. He made a quick play on it to intercept the ball in the passing lane.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Pass to Adams. To the middle. Releases. And Brooks with a basket on the assist from Adams. And now it's an 11-point Grizzly lead. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard passes to Zubac. Back to Leonard. To the paint. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Oh my, their coach does not look happy, and I can guess why. Their interior defense has been struggling.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Steven Adams.
And guess what? This was his game all night. I mean, he tore through the defense and almost never took a bad shot out there. Really, a level of offensive consistency most players can only dream of.
This crowd had no idea what they were in for. He came in and silenced them with a dominant performance. He was an intimidating presence tonight. This audience didn't seem to affect him in the slightest. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. Point blank, he wants better shot selection. He told them, we're settling, guys. Come on. We're not being patient out there. We're not working the ball around. That has to change right now.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And stolen by Leonard. George passes to Leonard. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. Now here's Morant. Jacks up a three. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing. Scratching your head to that turnover.
The Clippers trail. Now Jackson kicks it to George. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Here's Leonard. Oh, Adams with the block. Outside Morant. To the middle. Adams, the pass to Jackson. Brooks from outside. Batum pulls it in. Batum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Leonard on the take. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got rebound number 8 now. Payne, the pass to Adams. Outside Morant. Fires the three. And they recover it. Jackson on the wing. This one for 3. Here's Adams. They had a number of cracks at it. Just came away empty-handed. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
George for 3. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. Morant to end the drought.
Well, Adams with the make-them-pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble. They've made the most of their chances there as well.
But we've also seen them being very aggressive down in the paint. All game long, they've been hunting down those inside points.
Memphis has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Here's Morant. Got a hand on it.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Down low. And he jams it home with authority.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Outside Morant. Pass to Adams. Outside Payne. Clock at 6. Off target with the 3. Now Los Angeles with it. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And here's George. Brooks with the rebound. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win.
Morant with it. There's the three. He's off on that one. And so the Grizzlies take the win. Exceptional effort on the road. They were ready.
They did, and it showed, and it was fun to watch. Terrific. David, thanks. It'll be Los Angeles off the tip. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Towns wide open. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Prince. Russell dishes to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Russell passes to Towns. And George gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. Covington passes to Zubats. The shot missing. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards kicks to Towns. Gobert dishes to Edwards. Shoots the three. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And here is Los Angeles now. Leonard looking around. With the drive. Zubats. Gobert with the block.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Towns in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Leonard. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. He takes it in. It's another look. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
The Clippers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
Here's Edwards. Ball with the steal. Here's Zubats, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert the pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Zubats. It's stolen by Gobert. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. Over to the left wing. Prince outside. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And they take the lead.
It feels like Kawhi never takes a false step. Everything he does is with purpose.
Now here's Towns. There's 1:40 left in the first. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
And we've seen Towns take on more of a leadership role over the years, wanting to be the guy for this team.
Now, here is George. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Made that shot a little harder than it had to be. No one around him. Just rise straight up and drill it.
Towns dishes to Gobert. Outside Edwards. And there's the drive. Out to Russell. Towns down low. Covington's there. Here's Gobert. Outside Edwards. They shoot again. And it's Towns missing.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And George with the stuff.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Russell looking it over. The dish to Gobert. Out to Russell. Launches a three. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. And stolen by Prince. Stolen by Zubac. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. Deflects the pass. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
Back to Wall. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Clippers lead by. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Wall in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Pass to Leonard. Outside Covington. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here is Zubac. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Towns has got 6 points.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Here's Wall. And stolen by Prince. Edwards kicks to Towns. It's Prince on the wing. Russell against Wall. Shot clock at 6. Edwards passes to Towns. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. Here's Edwards. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, we know from time to time things get pretty chippy out there. What kind of things would get under your skin when you played in the NBA?
Oh, guys tended to talk a little trash, and that could rattle you. That could bother you at times, but you really just try to maintain your focus and keeping your eye on the prize.
It's George on the wing. Back to Leonard. He kicks the Wall. Covington in the corner. And again, the Clippers turn it over.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this league. That's the result.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Russell with it. George picks him up. Inside. And here's Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Zubac. And it's Jackson in for John Wall. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Russell. Outside for George. Covington wide open. He fires. And the Clippers miss again.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
It's stolen by Edwards. Towns for three. Poke loose. Gobert finds Towns, and here's Edwards. Back to Towns. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Leonard. And for the Clippers, they're shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around. Outside Jackson. Prince outside. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team.
1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. Russell kicks to Towns. Back to Russell. To the paint. Denied.
A sneaky present at the defensive end. Nicholas Batum was all over that shot.
Covington in the corner. Batum dishes to Leonard. And here's Covington from the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Edwards passes to Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Here's George driving inside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Los Angeles, they have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night. He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
He gets it up. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. All right, thank you, David. You folks don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. On the court for Minnesota. Reed is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's McDaniels. And it's McLaughlin in at the guard position. Here's Noel. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Fires the 3. They get it again.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Morris outside, looking for Wall. He gets it there. Reed with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now here's Wall, guarded close. For the 3. That one doesn't go. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Noel. No points in the game yet for him. McDaniels with the ball. And the pass to Noel. Back to McDaniel. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Kennard. The kick out to Wall. Morris with the screen for Wall. Outside, Batum passes it to Morris. A three ball. Knocks down the three ball. Morris has got himself on the board with three there.
And a guy with more of a mid-range game, Morris can still jack it up from deep if you give him enough space and time.
Noel passes to Anderson. Here's Noel. Anderson outside, launches it. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. Pass to McDaniels. Here's the three. Another miss by Minnesota. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. It's a one-point game. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Minnesota's getting blanked from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's McLaughlin, covered by Wall. McDaniels up top. To the left wing. Noel passes to McDaniels and out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A minute 50 left in the third. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
He gets that one. Wall's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Noel. Kennard covering.
And dropping the sledgehammer there. He curbs a 10-0 run by Los Angeles.
Outside, Wall. Dishes it to Batum. Rebound, Minnesota. Anderson up top, covered by Morris. Anderson can't get it to go. Los Angeles leading by 4. Wall passes to Morris. Back to Wall. No good on that one. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Anderson against Kennard. Here's Noel. That three off the mark. And here are the Clippers. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Morris kicks to Kennard. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The defense was begging him to take that shot, and he took the bait. But you can't blame him.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. "17 seconds left here in the third quarter. Wall passes to Kennard. Morris outside. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Missed opportunity, wide open for mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
The third quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. Up. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
Thank you, David. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Wall in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Outside, Russell. At the top of the key, Gobert. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Wall up top. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. George looking around. 4 on the clock. And here's Covington from the arc. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
This is what Covington does, a confident three-point shooter.
Edwards against Wall. Wall with the steal. It's stolen by Edwards. Gobert finds Russell. Yep, that one goes in there. Russell's got his first 2 points.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Takes it out to Covington. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Covington's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers. George against Edwards. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
All with it. Now guarded by Towns. They grab their own miss. Outside, Covington. Dishes at the Wall. On the wing, George. 6 to shoot. A second chance effort. Gobert with the block. Outside, Towns. Prince wide open. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Okay, when you're trying to make a comeback, you can't be hucking up low percentage threes. You have to find a better shot within the offense.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. It's stolen by Edwards. Towns against George. Shoots from the right block. Bank shot. No good. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Ooh, the craftiness of PG-13. Awesome job pulling the defender and jumping into the contact.
At the line for your Clippers.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 9. Reggie Jackson's checked in for John Wall. And George drops them both. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Russell kicks to Towns. Another miss by Minnesota.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
The drive by Jackson. The feed now to Covington. 1:35 left in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Jackson. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Back to Russell. Outside, Towns. Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. No good. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-4 run right now. George with the ball. He's picked up by Russell. Jackson dishes to George. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And the Clippers lead by 14.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
They made more foul shots, and that was the difference.
That was a big advantage. The other team was defending with their hands instead of moving their feet, and they handed them a lot of easy points at the line.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Paul George.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Looking to get back on track here. Here's Gobert, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. Nine seconds left here in the fourth quarter.
And as a defender, Edwards' speed and agility make him tough to shake. No easy shots with him on you.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. Thank you, David. Great.